All right, we are streaming. We are live. The NFL is back. You are back with me. I think you're back with me. We're going to make sure.
The NFL is back.
We're back. All right, so you can see in the description, pretty simple. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm Mike. Make sure you subscribe, please. You know what this is for, right? The more likes, the more subscriptions, the more money I make. I'm can't believe I'm at almost 2,400 subscribers. I'll be honest with you. I can even show you at another time. I'm making about $1.50 a day, $1.50 a day. That's it. So the more subscriptions, the more likes, the more views we can have at it. And we can do more things. The more money I make on this, I'm going to put back in the channel. Coffee in hand. You see Nine Mike's in the OBS screen. We're going to get to it. Week 1 was profitable. Want to show you the process. I'm a big Excel guy. Love keeping track of everything. I still have 23, but it should be 24. What's the process? Well, tomorrow what I'll do is I go right over to the Vegas lines, okay? And I get these Vegas lines from Fantasy Labs. These are the scores. I think I've said this on all my videos you've watched. If you've watched all of them, you're lying. You have to have a process. I'm not smart enough to do this without help. So I love to lay out the games, right? Projected scores. Vegas was pretty good on this. You know, if you look at this, okay, Atlanta didn't win, but the game was close. This was close. Minnesota winning in New York. Chicago 24-21. What was it, 24-17? New Orleans winning. Buffalo winning. That was pretty good. Cincinnati, that was a dud. Look at the Houston game. 26-23. It was 29-27. Chargers won at home. Seattle won at home. Tampa won at home. Cleveland, I don't know why. Cleveland and Cincy. Ohio. Not good. So, then I make my home favorites because I love running backs from home teams to target. Look at the implied scores yesterday. Buffalo, Miami, Houston, Seattle, Tampa Bay. Right? One of the top 4 projected score. I didn't have any shares of Baker Mayfield. Why not? Why didn't you, Mike? I don't know. I have no idea. It's in your sheets. It's in your sheets. Look at this. 24 points at home against Washington, against a rookie running back. So, a quarterback. Seattle, I don't love their passing game, but I wouldn't hate playing a Geno Smith to get off Ken Walker. But look at, if you built stacks around Allen, Tua, Stroud, Mayfield, Williams wouldn't have worked. The defense would have. Atlanta, no. In Indy, yeah. It's a pretty good core. So I use that. I keep track of everything. I had a good day yesterday. Profitable. 160 is what I entered. I'm an 80-20 guy. A lot of people say in the business say not to do this. I don't care because I am not a good GPP player, tournament player. I like cash games because I'll take the 50-50 money. Tournaments, you need a lot to happen. And I've had success in cash games. So I do 80% of my buy-in, which is pretty easy. 20% is GPPs. So I did $32. Pretty easy. You do 10% of 16 times 2 is 32. That was my cash score. That was my best GPP score. I won $300. That should have a dollar sign. There we go. That was my 2023 winnings. I played small until the end. I built my bankroll through betting and good GPP and good cash games. And as you can see, I got a pretty good balance right here. This is after putting in a bet for today. I'll give you my bet. If you want to see my bet, well, I might have to log in. Oh no. Yeah. So we'll do this first. Okay? Oh. I hate this. I hate this. Oh. I love this. Oh, an exclusive NFL. Oh, I didn't realize this. So I will reserve this. That is pretty cool. That's a ticket. I will take it. I will take it. Let's see. So play. That's another thing, guys. Play your promos. I also want to stress this. Promos are here. I know this sounds so weird to say, but do you guys have fun doing this? Like, I like making money, and yesterday was a good day. I made $112 in daily fantasy. I cashed on a couple of bets. I made another $80 in bets, but I had fun. It's fun. It's fun building lineups. I love the competitive juices. Hey, chat, how are you? So I have fun doing this. So this leads me into my lineups. We'll go into. Can't sort this by the lineup. As you can see, a lot of double ups. I play the highest entry double ups. Okay, so like this is a massive. I play the largest ones because the variance is different. The higher in cash games, that is. Tournaments are different. In cash games, the most people, the scores are lower. So I do all these massive double ups, as you see. I do and I don't have any science to this. I do a bunch of double ups. I do as many head-to-heads against guys that aren't playing a ton of games. So if I find a person that's just matched up with one, is only looking for one other game. So in the head-to-head, it will say like Radio Mike times 50. That to me is a sharp player if he's willing to play 50 head-to-heads. So I only do that. I love these 5-player tournaments. These are cash games. Top 2 win. Look at, I mean, I won all these. It's so it's 40%. These are 3-player, pays out 1. So 33%. Top 5 out of 12. I finished second in that. And then I do contest. This is an NFL. This is a GPP. This has 237 people. I do small tournaments. GPPs, head-to-heads. These are the 237. I also do single-entry, low tournaments. This is Showdown from last night. Triple ups, and I attach those to tournament lineups. Okay. These GPPs are small. High dollar, smaller. $12, $5, $8. And quintuple up, that is tied into a tournament lineup. These are all 237 people. Top prize is $40. I don't care. I don't care. You know why? My cash game lineup finished like 15th in this 1-player contest, I believe. Can't sort by points, huh? That's weird. Yeah, look at that. My cash game lineup was 22nd out of 237. All right, let's go into the process. You'll see this is a massive double up. $25 buy-in. Pays 2,000 positions. I was 545. You only needed 125 to cash in this. And people say, I'm not paying 25. Well, I'm telling you, the bigger the cash game contests in terms of entries, you're going to have. So this score cashed. I bet in the smaller 50-50 tournaments. Let's see if I can find a small one. Well, these are not huge. This was top 100. Let's see what a lot of duplicate lineups. Okay. 132. 131. Okay? So you're saying to me, I don't want to pay $25. Okay, well, paying $25, you could have gotten 6 to 7 points lower. And you think that's not a big deal? This guy who finished 1996 in he didn't really, he tied, but still played the Panthers defense. This is not a great lineup, by the way. Not far from mine, actually. So what was my lineup construction? This is my cash game. Pretty simple. I had a hint on, who was going to be high owned. You go for cheap quarterbacks. I like cheap quarterbacks with rushing upside. Anthony Richardson at 6,300 was pretty easy to me. That was a lock for me. I locked him in. Once I knew Isoveus is how you say it, 3,000. That was a lock. A lot of people went 4 receivers. I decided not to. So Richardson and him were locks. As I inch closer, I realized that if the field is going to be this high on Tyreek Hill, I have to, and I had a heads up on this. So that was a lock. Then my construction. I like home running backs in favorite spots because the correlation to them scoring is pretty damn high. Look at Walker. Look at Kamara. They both had a rushing touchdown. They both won. They were both at home. Roddy White, close. He got it down to the 1 yard line. Good game. Good usage. This guy, I think, he's been one of the highest running backs for touches. So look at his ownership in this. Half the field had him. So I loved this construction. There was no doubts in me between Richardson, Walker, Kamara, Hill, him, and White. The dilemma came with defense, third receiver, and tight end. And I screwed this up. I really did. And I know I cashed every cash game. So what? It still makes me mad when I make mistakes because I had the Chargers defense in there. $100 less. I knew Buffalo was at home, and I figured Buffalo that they would get more sacks. And look, they did. They got a sack. They got a defensive fumble. They gave up too many points. I guarantee the Chargers are in the winning lineup here. Winning lineup in cash game doesn't matter. Okay, the Vikings. Okay, Vikings on the road. Chargers, still good Chargers. 14. So I could have gone down 100 and get 9 to get 150. 150 is what I shoot for in cash games. Not 125, not 130. I'm going 150. So I build kind of like, I like safe plays, but I'll go a little, Hill is more of a home run guy. So this is where I screwed up. Now, Pitts was in most lineups. He was high owned. Let's see what the top of the field had. Ertz. So I could have gotten off Ertz. Or gone off Pitts down to gotten 9 more. That would have been a wash, and I could have paid up a little bit more at receiver. Shakir was a good play because you had to think Buffalo, the highest implied total, I didn't have a player from that team. I should have. I didn't put Allen because of the cost, but I should have found a way to get someone in there. Even Kincaid. This team is pretty much not that much different from mine. Even paying down for the Panthers defense, it still worked. This is a good lineup too. So that was my thought process on that. I'm good with it. I liked how I did this. Gonna sneeze. excuse me. Let's see all my cash games cached. Some of my GPPs didn't work great. This was a Josh Allen one, Allen to Shakir, and I ran it back with Marvin Harrison, who was less than 5% owned. It was the price. He had one catch. He was wide open for a touchdown at the end of that game. I just missed cashing this. I mean, look at that. That was close. Winning lineup was pretty good. That Mayfield stack. Sharp play, you know. Again, look at your implied total. If you see a guy whose team is going to score 23 to 24 points or more and he's 6 to 8% owned, you got to play him as one of your cash game, one of your tournaments, which I did not, and it cost me. So, that's just what happens. These are other tournament lineups. Even I use my tournament lineup in. Why can't I see the results? Oh, results. Tua to Hill to Waddle. I mean, that's a pretty good stack. I ran it back with Brian Thomas. That's pretty good. But everything else was not good. Shouldn't have played Hubbard. Shouldn't have played the Browns. Shouldn't have played Neighbor. Like, this is not good. It's 50th in this. Top 30 paid. The triple up. That's pretty good. All right, so we're on to week 2. I don't love showdowns. If you're going to play showdowns, play light. And thank you for watching. And, hey, tell me your process.